The virus development has been finished. The scientists speeded up very much once I gave them money. Just like in real life, they won't start to work until you properly finance them. And the virus was, about 4 million credits, and they used up, I would say, 1 million every 20 minutes, the normal research cycle, something like that. So that seems like it's mostly cash bound and not so much time bound, research bound. And creating the virus requires mostly money. And now we have to figure out how we can use that, how we can apply that. It seems to have something to do with scanning ships. We need to find an opening or something, a weakness. And the next clue I found was in the ship equipment. We got some new ship extensions, for example this mobile factory kit, and that allows you to let a large ship like this transport act as a factory, which is quite interesting. So you got this new command under special to manufacture, and then you got a list of goods. And I have been told that there are also exclusive products. So for example, the jump beacons, this mobile factory is now the only way to produce them. And we also got hacker chips in here. I don't know yet how they are used, but I already crafted one. And these seem to be illegal, so I'm trying to stay away from the police for now. And you can also craft other stuff here. So if you have an abundance of certain resources, you can use an extra TL to convert them into something more useful. But they are less efficient. So for example, if you take crystals, you get 6 crystals per cycle and it costs 48 energy cells. And if we take a look into a normal, a standard factory, a standard crystal factory, that only needs half energy cells compared to the mobile factory. So it's a much worse conversion rate. But for something like crystals, which need energy, where we have a load of them on stock and can't use all of them, that could be good to let that running at the side and just produce some more crystals. I think it's also slower. The standard factory takes a minute, and the transport, it needs 2 minutes. So it takes longer and it consumes more resources. But I actually don't care much about that. We have a lot of energy. I would just let that run. Right here. And then he gives you a message that production has started. And he also shows you in the ship information. So crafting those crystals takes him over an hour. So that was maybe a bad idea to do, but we will see. What happens if I give him a move order? Yeah, then the manufacturer seems to have stopped. So you probably need to keep him stationary anyway. And we also lost the energy. So that would probably be nice if you could get that back if you give this ship another command, but can also avoid it if you know that. Now it's time to switch into a smaller ship. I have this Fujin here and installed a second new equipment, which I saw in the ship upgrade from my outpost. And that is this hacking root kit. Again, I don't know what that does, but maybe it has something to do with flying close to ships or something. Somewhere I read that you can expose open ports on certain ships. Or where was that? Somewhere there was a small description. I'm trying a standard scan with the normal data scanner that is usually used to acquire a blueprint. Maybe there's a second effect if you have this root kit. And we got this problem that the split have a lot of fleets in this area now. A lot of strong battle groups. The Argons are still occupied with invading the Teladi, and they are making great progress. Only 2 stations are left here. And maybe they can conquer this sector, but if they do, then there will be an inevitable war with the split breaking out. And then we must be ready to defend them, or they could get overrun.
Scan complete.
Okay, so we got nothing for that. Maybe we only have to be close to certain ships. Then they show up somewhere. And we also have this botnet. I don't know how you create it. It would make sense that you need a botnet to inject a virus or something. But how you can create that, I don't know. It says we need to scan a ship. Okay, how do we scan a ship? Obviously with some kind of mobile device. Must be.
Split battle group Raptor.
Maybe we need to just do a standard scan, like the normal vanilla cargo scan. That would be illegal in split space. Huh. Okay. I'm going to get my transport to safety, and then I will try this standard scan on a split ship.
Split escort Chimera.
Something not quite as dangerous as these large fleets here. Oh, and the split have scanned our small scout ship, and they have picked up the hacker chip, which was illegal. They reported us to the authorities, TerraCorp, and we got a fine and a split reputation loss. So we are now in the negative with them again. And I think that means that they could attack at any moment. Huh, okay, so I will outfit my current ship with this signature scrambler thingy, which prevents that you can get it hides illegal goods in the cargo bay. So that this doesn't happen again. And about the split, I don't really care much about them because I was preparing for a war anyway. The last critical step I have to take is place another jump beacon right here in this corner so that we can move our fleets freely in case we need to make a flanking maneuver or something. And then I think I will give the Argons these 3 sectors here. And then we need to be ready. We need to stay on our defense. And because we are together with the Argons, we are not really a strong match against the split. The Argons have 250 ships. That's about maybe 180 military ships or something similar, and we have about 150 military ships. So together about 300 ships, and the split have 1,000 ships in total. So we need to stay on the defense. I think we can do this because right here we can use the Argons as a support and combine our forces and be much stronger. And up here we have a EMP. And even if that wasn't enough in the first war, we are now much stronger. And we also have these 2 shipyards to back us up. And even if he shows that he has a resource shortage, don't know why that's showing up because we have plenty of resources to build everything. Seems to be a small display bug or something. Maybe he also takes the population into account. Don't know what's happening here, but doesn't matter. So we should be able to fend off the split, hold our line, and once they have sent some fleets against us and we are able to destroy them with the help of the Argons or the help of the EMP, then we can launch a big counter-offensive, and I will try to sweep those 2 sectors first so that we get a nice and clean front line right here and right here, so that we can cut them off and limit the places they can attack. The split are getting really crazy. They have started some long-range attacks against the Teladi now. I think this has to do with the fact that the Argons are still too small and are no eligible target for the split. Alright, so let's get the equipment.
Successfully docked. Connection to local trading network established.
I'm going into the upgrade screen in the hangar. Okay, this advanced firewall might also have to do something to do with hacking. I will get that. We already have the root kit, we have the data scanner. I'm going to grab this remote system control and this software disruptor, which protects us against future police scans. And then we need to figure out how this hacking works, but we will get there, I'm sure.